Welcome back to the barbecue. If this is your first time to the channel, my name's Jeff and I'm your chef, and I'm always grilling around here, always keeping something on the grill for you guys to chomp on. And yes, if you have noticed, my eye is still messed up, but it's a lot better. I took Benadryl and I've been using some rinse, but I mean, it's a lot better. It's still kind of, because like I said, I don't think it's nothing in it. It kind of hurts to the touch right here, but I was outside welding the other day and I was angle grinding a lot of rusted stuff. I had to, paint things and everything, and I wasn't wearing eye protection. So I'm thinking something probably irritated my eye because I was angle grinding a bunch of rust. So I got all the rust off. Then I had to clean the metal. And then from that, I had to weld. So I welded everything. And then I had to wait till it cooled off. And I painted everything. The whole time I didn't wear eye protection. So it's probably something just irritating my eye. But at least it don't hurt to the touch no more. The show must go on. I got to do content. I don't care, man. I say, you know what? My eye's kind of jacked up, but at least I could see out of it. That's all I care about. It'll get better. Let's get the show on the road. Now in today's clip, I got my man from House of Hypocrites and I got Danica Marie. They were kind of going over some of this Anton Daniels stuff, and I'm going to kind of season it a little bit. See, a lot of us I call us like superheroes. Like me, I'm probably Spider-Man. I got my little spidey sense and I'm like, oh, my spidey sense is just telling me this. And, House of Hypocrites is more like Iron Man. He's like Tony Stark's. He comes with so many different weapons, and I love how he does his videos. Keisha, she's like Wonder Woman. And then you got Danica Marie. She's probably like Superwoman. I don't know. So everybody, they hitting this content from all different angles, trying to give our own take and our own spin on it. So you're going to see Iron Man and Superwoman and Spidey. I'm going to end up reviewing it for you.
There's levels to it. So in my opinion, the reason why I was giving Micca the benefit of the doubt was for the mere fact alone that Anton is not going to be a Morris Chestnut. He's not a Chris Brown. He's not a Michael B. Jordan. He's not a Idris, So yeah, that type, you just can't pull up with and think that that's sufficient. That's going to suffice. No, you have to pay.
Hey, she keeping it 100. She's saying it just like it is. She said, hey, if you were Anton in the game, you got to come with money. You can't just walk up like one of these gorgeous black men walking up. You not on that level, so you got to pay. You got to bring money. You got to be the mark. You got to be the trick. And all these people in the comments like, oh, y'all just hating on him. Y'all hating on him. This is a woman telling you exactly what we've been saying. A high value woman who says, you know what? If I'm out there in public enjoying my life and this bozo in a hot dog suit looking ass walk up to me, no, it ain't no free ride for him. It ain't no free. It says, no, man, you got to come with something. It ain't no way I'm finna lower myself to your standards, let you have a notch on your belt from me for free. No, I'm about to trick you. No, you a mark. You got to pay up. You just got to pay up.
But as I'm looking around, like you said, it's starting to be a thing to where even the quote unquote upper echelon of women, they good with just clout. They good with the clout. Clout is enough. Clout is the payment.
For people out there who don't know what clout is at this point, because it seems many don't. Clout is your access to somebody's level. That's all it is. Because if you were already on that level, you wouldn't need this person. You wouldn't have to clout chase. You know what I'm saying? You already on that level. So the clout you're seeking is the clout you already in. You don't got to chase it. But when you got these clout chasers out there, they see the people you hanging with. They don't really care about you. They're going to make you think they care about you. But what they really want is access to your circle. Who are you hanging around? What is the potential of they can get from hanging with you? That's what clout's all about. And a lot of people don't understand that. Some people who even know that about themselves realize I hang around a lot of good people. So they start name dropping all the time. Oh, today I got to go over here and sit down, with Barack Obama. Tomorrow I'm going to go sit down with Colin Powell. Next weekend I got to hang out with Denzel Washington next weekend. I don't even know if I could do lunch with him. See, they throwing their circle out there. They throwing it influence. They always name dropping. In every video they do, they name drop. And they see women out there, they go, ooh, he can give me some access. Those are the circles I need to be in. See, they creating that clout chase. Like she said, some women, they're okay with the clout. That's enough payment. Just get me in the circle. Get my foot in the door and I'll sleep with you. You ain't got to pay me no money. You ain't got to do nothing. Just get my foot in the door. Get me in your circle. And that way I can network myself through. If you look at Micca's past, she's around a lot of people, getting into a lot of circles, and it's all about clout.
You having money as the payment. And I just can't believe this. It's getting so bad to where even the corny, they can just, because they got money and they got clout. And that's crazy. I'm not advocating for nobody to be, I don't care how much money he got, how much clout, how fine. No, have some morals, values, self-respect, class, dignity. I'm that. I operate from that. And that's why I also give grace, because I just kind of assume everybody would kind of operate from a place of righteousness. But no, that's not what I'm seeing today. That's not what I'm seeing.
Okay, the guy you see in the lower corner sitting there with his head down like this, that's not me. All black people don't look alike. That's O'Shea Duke Jackson. So don't even say, hey, Jeff, man, I see you sitting in the front. That ain't me. That's O'Shea. We ain't brothers. But on the real, she hit it, though. Danica Marie hit it. A lot of people are losing their morals. They're coming into the game thinking, if I just tell these people I got principles and I got morals, they'll want to do business with me. And once I suck them in to do business with me, they see all my clout, then I can get something from them. And she's saying these are guys out there not even on that level, not even attractive. All they got is an amount of subscribers. Then they get on certain podcasts with people. And then they say, that's who I can sell. I can sell my connections. That's all I'm going to do. And she's like, there's no morals with that. People are out here selling access, using sex to sell access. There's no morals in that, especially when there's married men. You saying, as a married man, I'm going to go out and I'm going to meet all these people. And then these women going to see who I'm rolling with. And they going to be like, oh, man, I got to hang with you. And people like Anton say what? Well, if the coochie ain't on the table, you can't hang with me. The coochie got to be on the table. He said that before in his podcast. If the coochie ain't out there, I can't do business with you. This is what Danica Marie is talking about.
I think I don't think Anton is the type that you ever seen that clip with there's a Washington said, I'm leaving here with something. Yeah. That's Anton. I don't think over the years the persona of I can say anything, I can get anything, I'm this, the arrogance, the money, it has emboldened his confidence to actually pursue particular women and actually get these women because he gonna cater to them. Right. So if you think he cracking, it's a I say it's a 65% chance he is. I don't think these women just gonna go use and abuse him and get anything they want. That's what he do to them. It's the opposite.
What?
Now that was my man House of Hypocrites right there. He hit the nail on the head. He's talking about abuse. Now me, I worked in corporate for over 20 years. I know about abuse. When people have certain positions of power, you can actually report to HR when you feel somebody's exerting abuse over you. I'm going to read you exactly what abuse of power is because it is very applicable now that we're doing podcasts, a whole new industry. We're doing podcasts and we're doing YouTube now. These are businesses. And even when you involve yourself in business, you need to have a hierarchy and a structure to prevent abuse of power from occurring. Let me read you what abuse of power is. What is power abuse? Power abuse is the misuse of authority to control, intimidate, or harm others in the workplace. It occurs when someone with formal power, such as a manager, C-suite executive, or supervisor, uses that position to manipulate employees, undermine their autonomy, or create a climate of fear. Power abuse in the workplace refers to the exploitation of authority or positional power to exert undue influence, control, or manipulation over others, often at the expense of psychological safety and trust, explained Dr. Kenneth Thigpen Harris, Chief Clinical Officer at Workplace Options. From a legal and HR perspective, abuse of power is defined as the improper use of a position of influence, power, or authority against another person, which can affect someone's career or employment conditions, including assignments, contract renewals, performance evaluations, or promotions. It can also create a hostile or offensive work environment through intimidation, threats, blackmail, or coercion. Because abusers often rely on their organizational status to enforce compliance, these behaviors can trap employees in a cycle of fear, especially when leadership or colleagues fail to intervene.
Yeah, it's most definitely the opposite. He not getting used and abused by women.
No.
Most definitely not.
No.
He got the keys.
Definitely.
He got the keys to the vehicle.
Now, one thing I love is how he said Anton has the keys to the vehicle. See, when you're the main driver behind the situation, you have keys to the vehicle. That means you're in control of it. I'm going to read to you the psychological drivers behind exactly what Anton is doing from a clinical perspective. This is what I'm telling you. This, what you're seeing on his podcast, is a cautionary tale that can be broken down. All of these women are going through an exercise that they don't even understand. It's deep narcissism. Let me explain to you how. Ego and psychological drivers. Harris explained that power abuse often has deep psychological roots. Leaders who lack emotional intelligence or self-awareness may misuse power to compensate for perceived vulnerabilities or to maintain control, she said. Consider the following. Research published in PMC found that organizational hierarchies can play a critical role in power abuse. Power structures may attract narcissistic individuals and reinforce power differences, creating conditions where people with less power feel powerless, dehumanized, or worthless. A study published in Nature further highlights the role of self-perception in abusive dynamics. It found that narcissistic employees tend to develop an inflated sense of self and their abilities. These individuals may overestimate their capabilities and express both constructive and destructive ideas to reinforce sense of uniqueness, sometimes often at the expense of others. Although these drivers can seem personal, the consequences often extend beyond the individual. Unchecked individual power can impede or damage organizational culture by eroding empathy, Harris cautioned.
But you got to think about this. You haven't really seen Anton get a big name woman that have our own going on to be consistently on his panels. Everybody is a beautiful woman that's up and coming. Somebody that would need him. Somebody that would need that attention. Somebody that need that exposure. You can't name one.
Nope. That's important.
And just like House of Hypocrites said, he always finds somebody who he can control. Now imagine Anton being on a panel with somebody who has 2 million subscribers who he can't talk to any kind of way because they can just go back to their own panel, do their own thing, getting 100,000, 200,000 views per video. They won't need Anton. So he finds people, selectively selecting people with 1,200 subscribers, 700 subscribers, 5,000 subscribers, always finding little people, not people on his level. See, House of Hypocrites, he already called it out. He busted it. He sees the whole game. Find somebody you can control. Find somebody who you can exert your power over. And if they step out of line, abuse that power you have over them. Don't look at them as an equal. They are not your equal. He's finding subordinates that he can abuse. He's not finding people who can pull him up. You will never see him grab a 5,000 sub channel and say, hey, I want to podcast with you, because he will look little and he don't like to look little. Anybody who abuses power want to stay looking big. They want to say like, I'm in control. It's all narcissism. And for people who say, man, you sure say that a lot. Narcissism is not sex-based. It's mentality-based. I've done a few narcissism videos on this channel. You can type narcissism in on YouTube and see the hundreds of YouTubers who go over this psychological thing. There's males, there's females, there's scientists, there's pastors, there's doctors. You can see exactly how it breaks down. I'm a person who studied it. I looked it over because it is one of the most underrated, I think, mental disorders out there. So many people around you have it. Male and female both can be narcissistic. It's not a male tendency. It's male and female. People don't tend to talk about female narcissists, but they are out there. There are women who abuse their power over men and try to control the situation, making men seem like they're doing something to them when the woman is really doing something to the man. Tricking.
It's been a lot.
He leverages his money, his clout, and everything in order to reel in beautiful women who are up and coming, who have the dream to be at the status and level that he's at.
Most definitely.
Okay.
It's evident though, because I was looking at that. I'm like, okay, I can name names that had platforms, but it may not have been what his shit is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody on his panels can rival what he does.
That is the truth.
Now, the reason some of us are going so hard in the paint about this is because we want to save potential creators out there, people who do want to get on YouTube, who do want to help a community out, form a community on YouTube, not to get sucked in and linked in with people who will abuse their power. Most likely, you're going to meet somebody with a bigger channel than you. They're going to be like, hey, man, come do a podcast with me. Let's collab. Let's get you some views. Go in as an equal. Don't go in as a subordinate. If you're doing a collab, it should be a collab. It is not, since I'm bigger than you, I can treat you like shit. Since you're smaller than me, you got to let me walk all on you, talk to you any kind of way sideways. It shouldn't be like that. Creators are even. Somebody with very few subs can pump out million view videos. I do it. I've got 3 videos right now sitting at 1 million. I am nowhere close to Anton's size. I got like 60,000 subs on my TikTok and 22,000 here on YouTube, but I'm cranking out million view videos. Therefore, the algorithm is the true boss. Your sub count cannot indicate your level of importance. I've got videos out there, 350,000, 180,000, 560,000, 634,000, all views on little channels I got. So if I go to the table with anybody, it's going to be even because I know that the algorithm can grab both of our collab and really put it out there. You can have 1 million subs and put out a 27,000 view video, and that's the most you're going to get. So don't think because somebody has more subs than you, they're more important than you. Your content is what's important. Your energy is what's important. How you are perceived by the algorithm and by the audience watching you, that's what's important. Don't let people like Anton abuse power over you. You want to be a creator, be one. You can walk in with 1,200 subs, end up cranking out a 500,000 view video tomorrow. You don't have to say, man, I got to get with Anton so I can get a lot of views. You don't. Do good content. Don't do no bullshit content. Do something you could stand by that you don't have to go back and delete. Do something where you're educating people, helping people, showing people that it is possible, the possibilities. You don't got to treat people like shit and do shock controversial content to get views. I got views of working on a car, 150,000 views of me just working on a car. I'm helping people. When I do other videos, I kind of have conspiracy theories that are linked together, showing people how it all pans out. Those videos get 1 million views. And I'm a small channel, very small. I'm not even, like I said, even on my TikTok channel, even with 60,000 subs on it, I should be way over 60,000. I mean, I got 3 videos sitting at 1 million views. I should be at least 400,000 views, 400,000 subs by now. But yet I'm sitting at 60,000. I am a small channel at 60,000 subs. I am a small channel at 22,000 subs. You do not need to link with somebody who's going to use you, abuse you, see you as little, and drag you into their shit and put you down to make their content pop. You don't got to do that. Don't let people like Anton win in this game. This is about content creators who want to go out, create community, and do something good. Let's keep doing that. Welcome to the barbecue. If this is your first time at the barbecue, go on have a seat and let me make your plate. We still related because your baby mama, mother, brother steady calling me cuz we at the barbecue. Let me get a rib in the plate. It's like a black block party and I'm showing the lake. I'm in my Beamer. Grandpa be giving me pound. Looking at my stock wheels, you know how we get down. Come and gather round, skin tone and different complexion. Niecy hug a baby looking like a mama reflection. Resurrection of the realest, illest. We be the old heads, pour us wiggle liquor on the ground for our folks dead. I ain't even tripping off the drama Uncle Joe said. Better do them dishes, get you slapped across your forehead. Stunting in my pro kids, running with kids. Left the streets for the sweets, now I'm running the biz. I'm the whiz, scarecrow like Mr. Michael Jackson. If you looking for that work and I'm looking for that action, you can ease on down to the yellow brick road. Once I get to going in, then you better hold on. I'm that old school killer, lyrically a machete, defying every lion coming out the Serengeti. Hey, pass me that spaghetti, I ain't done with it yet. You better ask somebody, you ain't ready for Jeff. I'm that old school chef. Catch me grilling while I'm looking all around up in the spot. Now I got you suckers cooking at the barbecue. Go on and grab you a plate. On Teresa chocolate cake, got you watching your weight. We at the barbecue. I done told you before, I'm about to drop this mic and get a plate to go. We at the barbecue. Shout out to all the new subscribers out there, dropping on the channel, knowing how we cook around here, enjoying just laughing, clapping, having a good time. I appreciate it. Every time you get to the end of one of my videos, I'll always have something nice for you to listen to. Who's on out? We at the barbecue. We at the barbecue. This is how we do. We at the barbecue. Marcus Burry, always in the cut. Go check my man out on TikTok. He always dropping something new. Man, I love his productions. Always smooth and always old school, baby.